Kids and cadets, welcome back to Tommy Time. Thanks for coming out. I'm working on this 2015 Troy-Bilt TB240. I got this in a group of 3 for $70, and this is the second unit in that group. I'm working on the first unit, the Toro recycler. That one's completed. We knew this fired off with Happy Juice installed, so I cleaned the carburetor last night. Unit did start. I tested it in the front yard, but I noticed this rear right wheel was dragging, hard to push, so I thought I'd take both rear wheels off and grease them up. And I'll show you what I found. This is a common thing that I run across. I removed the nut. And the splined inner hub of the wheel stayed on the axle. That should stay in the plastic here and rotate around the axle. So what happens, these units get wet, people don't have grease on the axle, in that center bushing, whatever splined insert ends up rusting to the axle and comes right out of the center of the plastic wheel. I'll show you how to rectify that. I want that splined shaft back in here. So like I said, this happened last night. I moose pissed it overnight. PB blaster. What you want to do is block up the axle here with a couple of blocks. I got a 4x4 block and a 2x4. I have all the weight of the axle resting on the blocks. The centerpiece there, the spline piece, is not touching any part of the wood. What I'm going to do is use a pair of vice grips, line up the teeth of the vice grips with the splines so I don't mar up any of the splines. Worst case scenario, if you don't have vice grips, channel locks, but those will slip past the splines and mar up the splines. I don't recommend them, but if that's all you got, give it a shot. So I want to get a nice bite on the splines and then start moving it back and forth, break that rust. Hopefully I don't shatter the this whole thing. That's happened before. So I barely got it clamped down. I didn't use a lot of force on it so I don't break it as it sits. Give it some more persuasion. And slowly move it back and forth. break that rust. Take your time. You don't want to rush it and break this thing in half. Try to get your vice grips to rotate 360 degrees. Now that I got it pretty loose, I'm going to try to put some outward pressure on the vice grips. Move this thing to the outside and hopefully off. So there you go, we got it off. Excuse me. We're going to put this back in the wheel. It goes in from the back of the wheel. So get everything all lined up, get it started like so. And I've got a rubber mallet. What I'm going to do is keep tapping the insert till it bottoms out. There's a collar at the end, and it'll stop itself when it's bottomed out. Now it's a good time to clean up the shaft. Put some grease on it. This thing should go back together again. So this thing will roll 100% better. It was dragging last night. Anyway, that's a quick remedy for you guys. All you need is a vice grip and some moose piss. Let it sit. Go on to another project. Don't rush it. Move that splined insert back and forth. Break the rust. And you should have some success. That's all I got for you. Thanks for stopping by Tommy Time for some more useless information about junk on four wheels, especially this Honda Troy-Bilt TB240. Heat's picking up in southwest Florida. It's getting to be midday. I gotta get some hydration going on. See you guys.